I'd first like to thank you for taking the time to watch this briefing on the new customer service model at Evander. Time is always valuable, but I do hope at the end of this presentation you will gain some understanding of what our new customer service model can do for your customers. Evander completes around 60,000 jobs a year involving the repair and replacement of windows, doors, locks, garage doors and conservatory roofs. We operate in both the domestic and commercial markets, but specialise in supporting insurance claims teams in meeting their policyholders' needs. We operate our own vehicles and directly employ our engineers through a national network of 20 primary locations. Our simple goal is to be recognised as the best customer service provider in our market. Over the last 12 months, we've been re-engineering the way in which we provide customer service to our insurance clients and their policyholders. We undertook this change programme under the name of Model Office and involved several of our existing insurance partners in its design and execution. From the beginning, the specific goals of Model Office included the following 5 goals. Firstly, to be the best third-party supplier to our insurance partners and align ourselves with their strategic goals. Secondly, to provide the best customer journey based around understanding and delivering against the customer needs and what is important to them. Thirdly, to eradicate failure demand for all parties involved. Fourthly, to structure our business to support the new service model. This included insurance-specific teams who manage claims from end to end themselves. Finally, investing £1 million in this re-engineering process. This short presentation provides an insight into how Model Office is now helping to deliver the goals of our customers and how this is significantly raising the bar in customer service in our market.
We launched our Model Office project with the aim of reinventing Evander, with great customer service at the very centre of everything we do. So many businesses are structured in a production line fashion, with each part of the production line having a specific skill. This results in the customer being passed along the chain, talking to numerous different team members, of which no one is actually responsible for that specific customer's entire experience. The key to delivering a much higher standard of customer service has been to enable true customer ownership. This has happened as a result of a number of elements in our process. Firstly, the team member is accountable for the customer and the service they receive from the start to the end of each claim. Because the claim process involves several stages, this enables them to personalise the relationship with the policyholder. Secondly, they can handle variability of customer demands, establishing what matters to a particular customer rather than forcing them through a fixed process. Thirdly, customer ownership removes numerous handoffs that used to occur between separate teams, which would have added delays to the work and potentially caused confusion. Fourthly, our own people really enjoy their new accountability and autonomy to make decisions for a customer. Next, we have structured our teams around specific clients to dedicate team members to a particular client, ensuring that they have specialist client knowledge. This also enables us to take on client-specific processes. This really allows customer services advisors to be an extension of the client, creating a seamless experience for the customer and enabling a service differentiation if the client requires. In addition, the new process has been achieved through a mix of new deployment tools, allowing a central customer service advisor to schedule an appropriate engineer in any part of the country. Finally, a natural result of these changes is the reduction in waste or failure demand. One example is the drop in inbound calls from customers, as they are now kept far more informed on progress. The results of our new process speak for themselves. Our complaint volumes have fallen by 80%. Our compliments have increased 400%, and our life cycle has halved. Our customer satisfaction scores, measured as a true Net Promoter Score, have been in a range of 50 to 70% since the process commenced, scores comparable with major brands in the retail market. So, how does it work? We start with the initial call from the insurer client. This is a key part of the journey when the customer is potentially distressed and very unclear of what is going to happen. We're working closely with our clients to ensure that this is as painless as possible process. For example, rather than both the client and then us asking the customer for the claim details, we can set up a three-way call with the customer, client and Evander and allow a specialist to help identify the issue and the next steps. From just one call to their insurer, the customer has their claim logged, reassurance of the customer journey ahead of them, and their initial appointment with an Evander engineer agreed. Evander's client-specific team will identify the problem and what matters from a customer perspective. This ensures the most appropriate response. Occasionally, it's an emergency situation. In those cases, we can deploy one of our emergency response engineers with the specific aim of getting there quickly, securing the property and reassuring the customer. Whenever possible, we will deploy an engineer to secure the property, remove any dangerous damage, broken glass, etc., and conduct a survey to establish how to restore the damage, all in one visit. Our engineers all use mobile technology to help them with deployment and surveying. Our in-house systems deliver the key information directly to the engineers and then help drive the survey process to ensure that all information is captured to allow for full reinstatement. The customer service advisor in Norwich then picks up the claim. The survey data has already been automatically loaded into the Evander system, avoiding rekeying issues. Once the appointment is scheduled, the advisor will order any claim-specific products, doors, windows, etc., and then continue to monitor the claim to ensure that goods turn up on time and that no issues are developing. Our dedicated stock controllers receive the goods from the suppliers and perform quality checks to ensure that there are no production faults. Throughout this time, the customer will have had the opportunity for text messages or emails to be sent to them with key details such as the next appointment date. They can also track the progress of the claim on our customer website. We give the customer's owner's direct dial phone number to customers so they can always call us if they have any issues at any time. On the day of the appointment, our engineers will call ahead to say that they are on their way. The engineer's mobile solution provides them with guidance as to what matters to each specific customer, based on the customer owner's guidance, so that they can ensure they approach each customer in the correct manner. A good example of this is a customer whose dog had been run over by a previous tradesman. What mattered most to her was ensuring that her garden gate was never left open for her new dog to escape through. Our field engineers will complete the replacement works. By centralising deployment, we've been able to restructure our field operations to create more field manager roles to ensure tighter quality management of the engineer workforce. The field managers help to mentor engineers and trainees, establishing training requirements and ensuring that customers are getting the best possible service from them. After the work has been completed, the customer owner will call their customer to check that everything has gone well. In the unlikely event of any issues, the owner is empowered to make decisions to correct the issues, doing whatever it takes to get that customer satisfied. As a final step, all customers are sent a customer care pack, providing product care advice, how to best maintain their doors, windows, etc., and details of our comprehensive guarantees.
Quite dramatically. We sort of moved away from being a business that's sort of lost in this world of customer perception. So everybody thinks they know what's best for the customer. Everybody thinks that what they've built as a business or the steps that they take is what's helped build a better customer-focused model. What we actually did is do a bit more listening. We took a step back and we started to look at what a customer actually wants, not by analysing loads and loads of data, but starting to listen to customers a little bit better, starting to listen to the calls, listen to what actually sticks out to be important to a customer.
Model Office has improved the customer's service and journey very highly, I feel. I feel like before, when a customer has had such an inconvenience or an upsetting situation such as a break-in, the last thing they want is to be pushed from pillar to post, from different departments to different people. There's nothing worse than you ringing up and speaking to like 20 different people when all you want is your window replaced and fitted. Having that personal touch of having an individual claim owner, I just think, you know, it works so much better to have just that person you can rely on. Like, even if you just want to ring and check that we're still coming, you've got your delivery date booked in your diary, and you know, you just want you want to make sure you can just ring your own personal claim owner just to double check, rather than ringing up one person and being put through to a different department just to double check that you're coming, and they might not even know. So yeah, it's definitely improved the customer journey, and just from experience speaking to customers, they're so much more happy. You know, with the Model Office set up, they are so much more happy with their journey and how Evander has improved.
From a very personal level, I would say that it has improved it enormously, because in my previous job role I was only ever really able to solve what I would consider sort of fairly minor problems, anything that sort of required sort of any technical assistance or ordering or anything like that, I would have to pass on to other departments, which personally I don't particularly like doing. I prefer to solve things there and then. So having to pass it to other departments caused delays. Now that we don't really have to do that, I think that the customer's journey is much smoother. Even if there's a problem, it can be resolved at a much quicker rate.
A great deal, rather than different ways a claim could go and getting certain aspects of the claim complete. It's just direct and straight through on one claim. So rather than going around a circle, you seem to be going in a straight line. So really great deal, yeah.
I think that it's improved it quite a lot. You don't have everyone dipping in and out of the same job over and over again, and you don't have so many touch points. The customer just gets to deal with one person, and we also then get to understand them more, so you have more of a rapport and you're able to actually do your job properly and get them to be satisfied at the end of it. And also it gives you more sense of satisfaction of caring about them, and you want to get it done right the first time instead of changing it here, there and everywhere and passing it over to someone else to do. So it has improved a lot and everyone's happy.
I hope this presentation has been interesting. If this customer service model looks like one that might offer your policyholders a better customer experience, then please call me on my mobile direct. It's 07764 241 345 anytime, or email me on rick.francis@evander.com. Thanks for listening.